Kihind's heart was racing as he struggled to find his way through the darkness. The footsteps grew louder, and he could sense the presence of something malevolent lurking just out of sight. Suddenly, a faint light flickered to life, illuminating the temple. Kihind blinked, his eyes adjusting to the light. Erin stood before him, her eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intensity. "The gates are open," she whispered, her voice dripping with an eerie reverence. "The darkness has been unleashed." As Kihind watched in horror, Erin's body began to contort and twist, her limbs elongating like shadows. Her face stretched into a grotesque grin, and her eyes burned with an inner fire. "Erin, what's happening to you?" Kihind screamed, but she just laughed, her voice like a rusty gate. "I am becoming what I was meant to be," she hissed, her voice dripping with malevolence. "And you, Kihind, are the key to unlocking the true power of the darkness." As Kihind watched, frozen in terror, Erin's transformation continued. She grew taller, her body merging with the shadows. Her face became a twisted parody of its former self, with eyes that burned like embers from the underworld. "You should have stayed out of this, Kihind," the creature that was once Erin sneered. "Now, you'll never escape the darkness within." And with that, the creature vanished into the shadows, leaving Kihind shaken and confused. But as he stumbled through the temple, desperate to escape, he realized that he was not alone. Kihind stumbled through the temple, desperate to escape the clutches of the creature that was once Erin. But as he ran, he realized that he was being herded towards a specific destination. The temple's corridors seemed to shift and twist, leading him deeper into the heart of the complex. Kihind's heart pounded in his chest as he stumbled upon a hidden chamber. Inside, he found a group of robed figures, their faces hidden behind masks of black wood. They stood in a circle, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly energy. "Welcome, Kihind," one of the figures spoke, its voice low and raspy. "We have been waiting for you." Kihind tried to run, but his feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. The figures began to chant, their voices rising and falling in a hypnotic rhythm. Suddenly, the air around Kihind seemed to thicken, and he felt a presence closing in around him. The figures raised their hands, and Kihind felt a dark energy washing over him. "You will join us," the lead figure hissed, its eyes blazing with an inner fire. "You will become one of us." As Kihind watched in horror, the figures began to transform, their bodies contorting and twisting like the creature that was once Erin. And then Kihind saw it, a figure standing just beyond the circle, watching him with cold, calculating eyes. It was a face he knew, a face he thought he could trust. Kihind's eyes widened in shock as he realized who the figure was. It was Baba Oshogbo, the elderly chief who had warned him about the cursed shoe. "Baba Oshogbo, what's going on?" Kihind asked, his voice shaking with confusion and betrayal. Baba Oshogbo stepped forward, his eyes gleaming with a malevolent intensity.